You mentioned Patterson. We had this article ready. This is something that we've covered a lot on the program. This is such an egregious violation of the rights of the people of New Jersey, where the mayor of Patterson, the head of the city council, collude in order to remove mail-in ballots from people's mailboxes, fill them out themselves, and then vote for those people. And they did this to hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals. They're under indictment right now. This is just one of many, many cases of voter fraud in New Jersey, a state where the last gubernatorial race was decided by just like a handful of votes, and a state that has a large contingency of people that hate the direction of the state itself, and are like good, obviously like strong patriots. It's a patriotic state. How are you going to confront this? I mean, what are you going to do to these individuals who are so openly committing voter fraud?
Well, see, here's the blessing about where I came from. I came from seeing the president's witch hunt on the hush money case, seeing the president's witch hunt on the quote unquote fraud Letitia James case, then being part of a campaign where our focus at the RNC was to truly make sure voter integrity in this country is preserved so that we don't become a third world country. And I will tell you, anything in my jurisdiction, if you are planning on behaving in any way other than law abiding, I'm coming for you. I will not have it. America needs to start. New Jersey is an incredibly populated state. It's heavily populated state. And I'm going to try and set a serious example, the same example that frankly Pam and Cash and the president have been setting here. And if you screw around with the law, if you screw around with our justice system, if you mess around with the Constitution, with our normal due process, with our normal voting, with our elections, that is a crime that we will not turn a blind eye on. And I plan on prosecuting those individuals very heavily and very quickly.
Excellent. This is something that obviously is a massive problem in the state of New Jersey. I think a state that could, I think a state that deserves a lot better than it's currently.
They do. Yeah. It's my home, and it's been neglected, I think, in a lot of ways. I think that poor leadership has definitely been a problem. I think there's a lot of political corruption in our state, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, good. Okay, so people who commit voter fraud are going to jail in the state of New Jersey.
Yes, you will be going to jail. If you commit any crime in this state, you will be going to jail. You will fully be prosecuted, and I will be supporting our men in blue for doing their job. They will have my full support always to get out there and get violent criminals, get all criminals off the streets. There's no one that cares more about it than me. My children are being raised in that state, and I'm happy to go home and help my people out.